This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com.
Against the Spartans. Dan Hubbard with you tonight as John Slaughter with us, as well as the two teams will meet here. Same place they met about 4 weeks ago, in which Minco was able to pull off a 27-25 win. Preston had a chance late to win it, but weren't able to, as the Spartans were able to stop a two-point conversion attempt by the Indians, and were able to hold on and pick up the victory in the game last week. John, or I should say 4 weeks ago. John Slaughter joins us on the broadcast again here this evening. John, I'm looking for a good game, hopefully a little bit different outcome than it was 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, we do have one player back that we have from the last couple weeks, which have been losses. Ty's back with us tonight. However, having lost Scotty Dunn here, that 4 weeks ago, he's still not back. We're also missing Isaiah Smith, who was injured last week, just before the second half, and so he's out. We've also lost Larson, one of our big linemen, and key players on the line. So we're down just a little bit, and Minco is up. They look healthy, and they're going to be here to win.
They last week came off a big win against Twin Falls, in a game in which they ran up almost 470 yards in total offense. That will make them especially difficult to stop coming up in the game here this evening, as the two teams meet for the second time this year. The playoffs are a special time, and anytime you can make the playoffs is a good thing. But for the Preston Indians, they kind of have their back to the wall, as they're just not as healthy as they were the past few weeks, and so even trying to teaming up and matching up against a team like Minco is going to be a difficult challenge.
Yeah, that's going to be tough because they are good. They've been consistent all year, and but the thing about playoffs, things happen. You'd be surprised. You can take a team that might be down a little bit, and they might just have enough momentum to carry them through to a victory tonight. That's what we're hoping with for the Indians tonight as they take on the Minco Spartans, and it should be a good game.
Well, we will certainly find out as we go along. The good news is Ty Hyde is back. He will start this evening at quarterback, but as John mentioned, a couple other guys not available for the game tonight. Isaiah Smith, who hurt a knee last week in that loss at Snake River, not playing. Of course, Scott Dunn, who has started the rehab from his broken arm, still not available tonight. And Larson, who had a little attack of appendicitis, I was told, last night, and did not make the trip with the team over here this evening to play this game. Of course, we're talking about Rhett Larson, who is a very key member on the offensive and defensive lines for Preston, so we'll be without him tonight as well. So Preston will just kind of strap it up and see what they can come up with, and hopefully be able to play tonight and play better, and be a couple of points better than they were at least 4 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, with Ryan Chandler for the Minco Spartans, he was the one that did most of the damage against the Indians last time we played them, and with Larson out of the middle of the lineup. On the offensive line, or a defensive line, that's going to be really tough. Plus, Ty will not be playing, we hear, on defense, so he's another key player out of the defensive line that's going to make some room for Chandler going through there. So we're going to have to come up with some type of scheme to key on Chandler and watch him coming through the line.
Yeah, they really worked it all week during practice on gap integrity to try to stop those runs up the middle they had so much success with 4 weeks ago. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully we'll be able to clog up that running game for Minco that they had so much success with in that game, which they beat Preston 4 weeks back. So we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll look at some highlights from last week at the game at Snake River. We'll chat with head coach Eric Thorson, get his thoughts about the game here tonight, and we'll also sit down and talk to Scott Dunn. We mentioned that he has started his rehab from his broken arm, and we'll get an update on how he's feeling and his rehab is going. We'll do all that as we continue right after this on Preston football as they start on the 2019 road to the Milk Bowl.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome back. Let's look at some of the highlights from the Preston Indians game last week at Snake River. Preston went into the game a little bit shorthanded on offense. Ty Hyde and Scott Dunn among a group of players sitting out the game for Preston due to injury. Brecker Knapp got the start at quarterback for the Indians. The teams played through a scoreless first quarter and got midway through the second before either team had finally cracked the scoreboard. Preston had Snake River pinned deep in their own territory on a fourth down. The Indians blocked the punt and turned it into 6 points.
And he'll end up hitting this thing from right about the goal line. Here's the snap. Boy, that's an ugly snap, and it's blocked right straight up in the air. As it comes down, it's caught there, and he's going to run it into the end zone as it's caught by Schaefer for the touchdown.
Schaefer for the touchdown. Connor did a great job. He sat there less like a center fielder, and he took the ball, brought the ball down, and he knew right where he was going. He headed for that left corner of the pylon and in for the touchdown.
Snake River would eventually tie the game before halftime. The two teams went into the halftime break tied at 7-7. In the third quarter, Preston regained the lead on this breakaway run by Andrew Iverson.
Hand off, Iverson right up the middle, breaks it, man gets away, and he's gone. Iverson's going to go 50 yards for the score.
The point after gave Preston a 14-7 lead in the third. However, Snake River would go on to score the next 29 points in the game and would run a lead out to 36-14 as they played in the fourth quarter. On a 2nd down and 2 play, Brecker Knapp found Gordon Knapp for a short reception, but when he broke a tackle and slipped away, it became a 62-yard scoring play.
Throws out here on the near side this time as it goes to Knapp. Gordon gets away from one man, gets across midfield, still on his feet down the sidelines. 20, 10, touchdown, Gordon Knapp.
That's good to see. He's had a lot of mishaps this year, not able to get in. I think that's his second touchdown of the year.
62 yards for the score.
The 2-point conversion failed and made the score 36-20 and closed out the scoring in the game. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Eric Thorson about the trip into the playoffs and this rematch tonight with the Minco Spartans. We'll do all that as we continue right after this timeout.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Are you looking for a different kind of spot for lunch, dinner, or to do catering for your next event? Then try the Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins right here in Preston. At Island Bowl Grill, they have the best Hawaiian fare in the area. The combination of teriyaki and Korean influences can only be described in one way: mouth-watering. Offering 3 different catering options, Island Bowl Grill can host your next party in-house at Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. You can pick up for takeout, or they can come right to your house and prepare the food on site for your next party. What could be easier? Go to poppinpins.com for more information on Island Bowl Grill, or call 208-425-6128. Poppin' Pins Bowling Center, 411 South US Highway 91 in Preston.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Last play of the game, folks.
And the snap, drops back. Whoa, changes mind. Down the sideline. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Casasa! Unbelievable! Did you see that? Casasa!
Not to be a buzzkill, but what's Casasa? We're glad you asked that. Casasa. It's a catchy word for earning cash. Free Casasa checking rewards you in cash each month.
Ask for free Casasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCU.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Coach Eric Thorson, our guest here before this game here with the Minco. As we get ready for this playoff game, Coach, first of all, congratulations on making the postseason.
Yeah, thank you. We feel very fortunate to get the at-large bid, and for the things the players did it. They did enough during the season to put themselves in that position. So congratulations to the players.
Absolutely. It's an interesting scenario where you get another shot at Minco, a game that you felt like you should have won a few weeks back.
Yeah, no, obviously we go in there and lose by 2. We went toe-to-toe with them and had a lot of successful things happen, but the scoreboard put them on top. So hopefully we can come away with all those things considered and get the scores flipped as far as who's on top this time.
Of course, that was a game, that Scott broke his arm, and the team just kind of went through the motions there for about a quarter and a half and really started to turn around in the fourth quarter. How much did you think the team was kind of in shock a little bit, having to see what happened to Scott, and they really had to pull it all together when the fourth quarter rolled around?
Oh, yeah. I was in shock. I think everyone in the stands on our side that knew how much Scott meant to the team was in shock. And no, we don't look around for whys and excuses. But the players pushed through that, and you could see that. You could see you could see it in their eyes. When you start to see that glaze, that fear, and yeah, we had to push through that. They did a good job of that, and I think even the emotional strain, but also you have the physical planning. We had every intention of Scott being a huge contributor in the stats column as far as receptions, kick returns, everything that Scott does. So it made a difference, definitely, but I'll tell you, we won't be able to use them this week either. So, now we're going to go in there, same group, and get after it.
You mentioned Scott talking about the injury side. You get one of those players back in Ty Hyde.
Oh yeah, of course. And last week we went up to Snake River. My hat's off to Brecker. Those are big shoes Brecker was trying to fill as a sophomore, and I felt like he gave his best effort. Unfortunately, we didn't win that game, but no, I think people noticed what Ty does for us, and it showed. But no, we're very excited to have Ty back this week.
You get Ty back, but unfortunately Isaiah Smith looks like he's not going to be able to go. What's his status going to be?
Yeah, that's what we're planning, is he won't be able to go. And again, that's part of the game. That's one of the challenges of the game is having the unfortunate injuries, and we've had our share of those this year. Fortunately, though, we're in the playoffs. We got a chance. If we can get through this week, we may get a chance to get Isaiah back. And I'm crossing my fingers. I would love to see both Isaiah and Scott Dunn back on a football field here in the coming weeks.
What do we have to do to get a little bit warmer weather? Last time we were at Minco, it was the wind. Now it's just brutal cold.
Yeah, how about that, huh? Something about Rupert. But just to be able to play football, like I said, we could talk about everything from the field goal post to the way the lawn's cut. We're just glad to be here, and it's time to compete.
Absolutely. Best of luck coming up here in this game.
Thank you, and thank you for being with us another week.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Monday through Friday, commonly referred to as the work week. Or, to us football fans, the days between Saturdays. Game days live here on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
This Saturday night, the BYU Cougars come to Maverick Stadium to battle for the old wagon wheel. The pregame show starts at 7 p.m. with a kickoff at 8 p.m.
Hey, everybody, this is Scott Gerard, and this is your home for Utah State Athletics. 105.5 FM and AM 1340, KACH, Preston.
It's the end of a long day, and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston, with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
Last play of the game, folks.
And the snap, drops back. Whoa, changes mind. Down the sideline. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Casasa! Unbelievable! Did you see that? Casasa!
Not to be a buzzkill, but what's Casasa? We're glad you asked that. Casasa, it's a catchy word for earning cash. Free Casasa checking rewards you in cash each month.
Ask for free Casasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCU.
Health West is a nationally recognized community health center that provides patient-centered health care for everyone. From newborn to complicated care, Health West is always accepting new patients in Medicaid, Medicare, insured, and even if you don't have insurance. Available in 8 locations throughout Southeast Idaho. Call 208-852-3200 for an appointment in Preston. Health West, empowering our patients and communities by providing quality, affordable health care.
This time of year, the weather can change quickly. That means the road conditions change quickly too. If you usually feel stressed when you're driving as the weather changes, it might be because you don't have the right tires for the road conditions. Let West Motor Company help you choose the tires that will meet your needs. Take the stress out of your winter driving with a set of 4 new tires. Visit any of our dealerships in Preston or Logan today. West Motor Company, we do tires.
KACH. KACH.
Welcome back to the pregame show. We'll spend a couple of minutes chatting with Preston Indian wide receiver, defensive back, Mr. Everything, I think, Scott Dunn, our guest here on the pregame show. It's been a few weeks now since you got hurt. How are you feeling? How's rehab going?
I've just started. I've gone 2 weeks to rehab now. I'm feeling really good, though. I'm starting to be able to do a lot more, starting to feel like I'm getting stronger in my arms. So, hopefully we'll see how rehab goes, but you could see me playing again.
That is awesome news. That's big. Of course, not only leading into basketball to see on the field before football.
Yeah. Come on. And I think if these boys make it to the semifinals, which I believe that we can, if we play like we can, I think that I'll strap up and I'll go play against potentially Century.
So are we talking about just kicking, or are you going to actually be able to go out and run your regular positions?
No, I'd probably go and play corner, maybe see how I could possibly play receiver as well, but probably not as much. Just if they needed a big play or something, I would be able to go in and help them out.
Of course, it was here at Minco a few weeks ago that you got hurt. What is it like coming back here? Is that to come back to mind at all, or is that you just try to put that back in the back of your mind, not think about it?
Yeah, it's bittersweet. I try not to, but just the bus ride and pulling in here and sitting in the locker room, and when I step out on that field, I'm just always going to see that spot, and I try to put it in the back of my mind, but of course I'm just always going to remember that.
Riken Chandler, the guy who tried to tackle. I came back up here for 2 volleyball matches just a few days after that football game when you were hurt, and I was told that Riken Chandler was having a hard time dealing with it. That he obviously didn't mean for you to get hurt, but things being the way they were, that's the way they ended up.
Yeah, he plays basketball as well. He's a good kid, but I'm sure as hard as it was for it happening to me, I'm sure having him being the one that it happened on and probably feeling that and looking down and seeing it, I'm sure it affected him too.
How tough has it been to sit and watch the last 3 weeks?
It's been really tough, especially senior season. I haven't played for really 4 weeks now, but it's really tough just watching these guys go out there because I'd really like to be on the field with these boys again, but I just know that I can't.
I know you'll be out there in good voice, yelling and screaming and rooting them on.
Yep.
So we wish you the best of luck. Good luck in the rehab, and hopefully we'll see you on the field. If not here, we'll see you on the basketball court coming up soon.
Yep, thank you.
Scott Dunn, our guest. We'll take a timeout, back with more right after this.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
Why do I drink milk?
Milk rehydrates my body after I work out.
Milk has the protein I need to build muscle.
Milk helps me maintain a lean body mass.
Milk helps my muscles recover and stay strong.
Milk has the carbohydrates I need to re-energize.
Milk replaces important electrolytes that I lose when I sweat.
As an athlete at Boise State,
I learned that every sip
is a victory.
What do you drink?
What do you drink? What do you drink?
Milk Victory, brought to you by United Dairymen of Idaho.
When it comes to major surgery,
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Whether a loved one passes suddenly and much too soon or after a long and fruitful earthly journey, the families of Northern Cache Valley have known for years they can rely on sensitive and professional care from Webb Funeral Home. Now in their beautiful full-service facility on the south side of Preston, Webb Mortuary urges you to consider the benefits of pre-planning final arrangements in order that your wishes are carried out and difficult decisions are not left to your surviving family members. Make an appointment soon to talk about pre-planning with your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at MyLocalRadio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield.
This is Preston High School football. The Indians hit the gridiron looking to bring home a Great Basin 10 title and make a run for a berth in the state playoffs. All the excitement of Preston football is brought to you by West Motors, with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all available right here in Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Stokes Market, True Value. By Ralph's Construction, building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community right here in Preston. By Webb Funeral Home, just off Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. By Valley Implement. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest on State Street in downtown Preston. By Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. By Idaho Salvage, where you can turn your scrap metal into cash. By S&T Electric. And by MyLocalRadio.com. Tonight's game is a presentation of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School Athletics and Preston Broadcasting. It's presented for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or use of the descriptions or account of this game without the express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. So the descriptions or account of this game without the express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. So the descriptions or account of this game without the express written consent of Preston Broadcasting, LLC is strictly prohibited. So the descriptions or account of this game without the express written consent of Preston.
And a very pleasant evening, everyone, as we welcome you again here to Minco High School as it's round one of the 2019 road to the Milk Bowl as the Preston Indians open up the playoffs tonight against the Minco Spartans. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter. Glad to have you with us here tonight on KACH and on MyLocalRadio.com as the captains make their way out to the center of the field. It is Andrew Iverson, Garrett Ward, Shea Davis, and Ty Hyde for the Indians out there in the middle of the field tonight as our referee will toss the coin. Preston and it's been kind of a really kind of a dicey week, John, trying to get people back healthy and see who can play, see who can't play, and hopefully things will come out on the right side here tonight.
Yeah, I think we've kind of given them just a couple of yards, basically free with the people missing. But we still have a good core of young people to step up that we'll see tonight. We'll probably find some numbers I don't have on my roster tonight, but we'll get them in the game as quick as we can. Get you their names.
So Preston will get the ball first as we'll see what happens as they'll put the offense on the field. As we mentioned, tonight is the beginning of the playoffs as we head into a drive for the 2019 4A Milk Bowl. Other games going on tonight. Moscow plays host to Middleton. Jerome is at home against Hillcrest. Pocatello goes to Kuna. Valley View will be at Skyline. It'll be Napa taking on Century tonight at Holt Arena. Bishop Kelly playing host to Canyon Ridge. Blackfoot is taking on Sandpoint, and of course here in Minco it's Preston against the Minco Spartans. So for Preston, they going to put the offense on the field first. Dropping back here to receive the opening kickoff, it is Andrew Iverson. He'll be on the near side. Tate Green goes to the far side. For those listening on the radio, Preston will be going from left to right here in the first quarter. Here is the kickoff. It'll be kind of a little kick that's going to come down to Iverson about the 10-yard line. Andrews straight ahead, gets across the 25 up to about the 27 before he's finally brought down. I'm surprised they kicked it to him.
Yeah, that last time we were here, they kept it right away from him and gave it to Scotty at the first half. And then when he got hurt, Green went in and got most of the kicks.
Well, you remember that Iverson took one back 85 yards here in that second half comeback. So yes. Ty back at quarterback. Iverson alone set back. They'll send three receivers left, one over here to the right on the 1st and 10 play. As they'll hand it off to Iverson, kind of skips his way into the hole, gets up to about the 30-yard line. It'll be a short gain. He'll pick up a couple.
Maybe 3 yards as he went right into the middle to see what he could get, see how strong that offensive line is, or defensive line.
Ty wants to throw for the first time, throws underneath, and the intended receiver That is Garrett Ward, has it burped out of his hands just as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, he was hit immediately, seeing he was right in the middle of the field, and there was plenty of red shirts around him.
3 receivers right this time. Ty's going to roll right, still rolling, flops it down the sideline. It's complete, as that is to Cole Harris up near midfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. That'll be a gain of 18 on the play, pick up the first down.
And if I remember right, our first possession last thing we went 3 and out. And this time we've got a first down on our first series.
As Ty keeps it, going to go forward for about 5 yards on the play. Second down and 5 coming up here. As again, right up the middle, has to be close to another first down, as this time it's Iverson. Going to get just short of the call, about the 42. It'll be a third down and short here. So a 4-yard gain for Iverson. Ty back up under center. He'll put his head down, go straight ahead, get a push from behind from looks like Zay Davis.
Yeah, Zay helped him out from behind and got him for that first down, because I thought it was close to a first down on the last play, but that big body of Ty just able to stretch across the line.
Ty will go up under center. Garrett Ward lines up in the slot right. Two running backs in the backfield as well, just to change up the look a little bit. They're going to come here to the near side, trying to get around the corner. That's Ethan Thorson getting around the corner, finally run out of bounds up near the 25.
You know, Ethan's got some speed. When he turns that corner, he can cover a lot of ground quickly. So that's a good part to have in the back. Kind of takes some load off of Iverson.
I'm going to say he stepped out of bounds all the way back at the 34, but it's still a gain of 6 on the play. Reverse this time goes to Harris. Boy, there's a lot of running room over on that side. Ty throws a block. Harris down the sideline inside the 5. Finally run out of bounds.
Yeah, a great run and a great reverse. They played the ball perfectly, as they thought Iverson had the ball coming clear over to this side, and then Green goes around the corner and takes it from him wide open on the far side. Is there a flag down? Looks like it's coming back.
So it's going to come back, a penalty here against the Indians.
That'll be a holding call, so that'll put them back.
That's going to put the ball all the way back about the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
So it actually ends up being a gain of 3 on the play instead of having the ball inside the 5-yard line. Second down and 6. Hyde wants to throw, lobs it down the far sideline. Nobody there, as the receiver kind of broke off the pattern, and it fell incomplete.
Yeah, I think the intended receiver went out of bounds, was knocked out of bounds, and he can't come back in until after that ball is gone.
So third down and 4. Ty wants to throw, pump fake. Now he's lobbing up the sidelines, going for Green. He's got it. Now he's inside the 5 and brought down.
Another fantastic catch by Green. He ran underneath that ball and was able to pull that down and get down to the 5-yard line. Actually, right around the 4-yard line, isn't he?
27-yard completion to Tate Green. First and goal for the Indians.
Try back.
Tate Rawlings comes in, lines up on the end of the line there on the right side. Turn, give it to Iverson, straight ahead, puts his head down, going to get near the goal line, and he gets in. Touchdown.
Yes, touchdown. Iverson he was able to move inside the line, had some good blocking up front as they opened up just a big enough hole for him to dive in through for a touchdown.
So they get the touchdown. Garrett Harris, who has assumed the place kicking duties, will now come in, try to knock this one through. You remember the place kicking was part of the problem the Indians had in the loss here against Minco. The spot, it is down, and it is good. So he bangs it through, and thanks to Andrew Iverson, Preston gets on the board here early. We'll take a timeout. Preston on top with 9:10 to play here in the first quarter. It's 7-0 Indians. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsize, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
KACH.
So Preston takes the ball down the field, sticks it in the end zone.
KACH.
As they will now kick off. As kicking duties to Gordon Knapp, I believe. No, it's actually Austin Liberty who kicks off as this comes to Chandler. Chandler gets across the 35, falls forward to the 36.
Yeah, he's a tough one to bring down. Even he picked it up right around the 10-yard line and is out to the 32-yard line. 33.
They're going to mark it. They will move it back a little bit. Actually, they'll mark it at the 33. It was up a little bit farther than that. So here's where the offense will come out and go to work. It is the freshman, Brevin Trinkle, at the quarterback spot as Trinkle hands it off and stacked up short right about the 34-yard line. Call it a 2-yard gain. That is Chandler.
Yeah, Chandler. Harris was on the stop. Zay Davis was on the stop.
So Trinkle goes over to the line, to the sideline, gets a play, now comes back in. Give it to Chandler again. Big hole up the middle. Chandler gets across the 45, falls forward about the 47. That'll be good for a first down.
Yeah, he took that right on the snap. They snapped it right to him, and the Wildcat went right up the middle as the quarterback was back there, but he went right up the middle.
So first down and 10 at the 47-yard line. Remember, last two times these two teams met, it was stopping Chandler on the long runs that was the problem.
Yeah, he takes that center stage and he goes. There he goes again.
Handoff this time goes to Twist. Twist gets across midfield up to the 45. That'll be a gain of about 7 yards. Second down and about 33 coming up. Second down and 3. In fact, last week, talking about Chandler and long runs, he ran for 4 touchdowns last week, John. Had runs of 30, 27, 19, and 51 for his 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's a great runner, and he's fast.
Again, Chandler straight ahead. We'll get up near the 45. Good enough for a first down. That'll move the chains. Be a gain of 4 on the play.
Yeah, didn't we mention that last time they played us, the quarterback threw twice?
Yes.
Most of it was running Chandler and Twist.
Yes. Remember, Twist ran one for 91 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trinkle passed the ball twice against us in their first meeting. One was an interception and the other one was incomplete. First and 10 from the 45 of the Indians. Trinkle keeps. Tries to go straight ahead. Going to get up near the 35-yard line.
Gain of about 6, yeah. Well, they do move the ball. That line does a great job for them opening up, and they can wear the Indians down because they are big. They're quick. And I think that's the impressive part about the Spartans is they are quick, as long as being big.
Second down and 4 from the 35. Remember, they line up tight and just run right out of everything. Chandler straight ahead again. Runs into a crowd. They push him forward, and he's going to be up near close to another first down as he's brought down right about at the 25.
Yeah, he's got the first down. If they put it close. Well, no, they were marking it short. Looks to me like the stick's about half a yard short of the 25.
Yep, they marked him just inches short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd and short.
Quarterback
right. It's Chandler, and he's not going to get there. Pushed back by the defensive line of the Indians. He's going to lose a yard and bring up 4th and 1.
That puts him back just a little bit, but it's the big play here for the Spartans in order to get that first down to keep their drive alive.
Tried direct snap again, and wasn't able to run through the crowd. Bad snap, in and out of the hands. Hold on, we got whistles and flags.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a false start on Spartans. Off the front line come up just a little bit quick before the snap. It was probably a delayed snap. I think that was on the center because he forgot to snap the ball on the right count.
So to move it back 5 yards, and it'll be 4th down and 6. Let's see if that changes what Coach Kalen McCaffrey might have in mind.
Well, if we remember right, they have a kicker that can kick a 40-yard field goal, 40, 45, 50-yard field goal.
Connor Stocking comes on. He's going to now play the quarterback spot, looking left, throwing left. It's complete out here in the flat. Chandler struggles and gets the first down.
Yeah, they had him stop just behind the line to gain, but he was able to push his way and keep his feet moving and move forward just a little bit to get that first down. That was a big play for the Spartans.
8-yard gain, the first down as he finds Chandler out here on the near side. So 1st and 10 as Minco continues to move the ball. As they're inside the 30-yard line. And now it's Chandler straight ahead, brought down all the way down to the 15. That'd be good enough for another first down as he pick up 11 on that run.
Chandler on the carry, that's enough yards for another Minco Spartan.
5th first down here on the opening drive for Minco.
Both teams being able to move the ball on their first possessions.
Stocking comes back in to play quarterback again. They send 2 receivers left, single receiver right, hand it off to Chandler. You're going to go off the left side. You got a big hole. He's going to go all the way in, touchdown. Chandler 15 yards for the score.
Yeah, once he gets ahead of steam going upfield, he's hard to stop. He's so quick and so elusive that he's a tough one to bring down.
So he goes 15 yards off the left side. And now here's the attempt to kick the extra point, as it'll be Juan Cabrera to come in and try the extra point here. The spot is up, and it is good. And with 4:33 left here in quarter number 1, we're even. It's Minco 7, Preston 7. Take a timeout, back at the kickoff right after this.
We're going to be back after this break. Don't go anywhere.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
So Minco will kick it back to Preston here, tied at 7. That's a line drive kick this time. Again, it's going to come to Iverson back about his own 10-yard line. Makes a move, gets away from a couple of guys. Ferrero gets up to about the 16 this time, where he's brought down.
Yeah, he fumbled the ball. The ball came to him, but he muffed it just a little bit, had to pick it up. So that slowed his momentum down, and so they were able to get their linemen or their special teams down in time to catch him, but just up to the 16.
So Preston, first time he had the ball, drove it down the field and stuck it in the end zone. They come out, tie at quarterback. Single setback is Iverson. They give it to Andrew, goes off the left side, stick his foot in the ground, cuts it back up, gets up near the 20. That'd be a gain of about 4 yards on the play and bring up 2nd down and 6.
It goes off to that right side, but they're stacking it. They're keying on him, and they're flowing over to his side, whichever way he runs.
Wants to throw quickly, does Hyde. Throws it out here to Harris on the near side. Cole puts his head down. Gets across the 25, and should be close to a first down.
Yeah, they stop at the clock. They're going to measure it or take a better look at it.
So timeout on the field, be a 5-yard gain. We got a player down here on the Minco side. Here comes a trainer across the field. So we got a Minco player down right in front of the Preston bench. I can't see who it is.
Yeah, we're surrounded by bodies, but
Official medical providers for Spartan Athletics.
see if we can get close up here, see who it is.
Yes, you need to call the Preston offense over to the sideline here for a minute while they work on the injured player, which gives us a chance to remind you that the battle for the old wagon wheel takes place tomorrow night. BYU comes to Maverick Stadium in Logan. It's BYU and the Utah State Aggies tomorrow night. Pre-game show, Scott Gerard gets underway at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and we'll have the kickoff at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And it should be a fun night indeed, as it's the battle for the old wagon wheel. You know, Utah State has not beaten BYU 3 years in a row in the history of this rivalry, but they're going to go for the third win in a row coming up tomorrow night.
Yeah, you're going to be in a nice warm press box, aren't you?
Yes, I will.
And, I'm going to be nice and warm, too. I'm going to be home watching it.
It's Freddie Larios, number 1, who they will help off. And he's walking off with the help of the trainer, as I'm sure leg or ankle.
Looks like it could be. It's limping a little bit, but it's hard to tell. That could be a concussion. It could be anything.
So Harris ended up about a half a yard short of the first down, so it's 3rd and short here for the Indians. As referee says, okay, let's go. And here comes Preston immediately up to the line. 3rd and short. Receiver to each side, man in the slot to each side as well. Single setback. Hyde will put his head down and pick up about 5 yards on the play. Another first down for the Indians.
Yeah, using his long body there to get through the line with the push, with some help from the back, pushing him forward.
So another fresh set of downs. First down number 5 here in the first quarter for the Indians. As getting loose around the corner is Harris up to the 45.
Yeah, Harris was able to get a little block by Tate Green up front to help him get a little bit further down the field for a good gain. About 12, 15 yards.
So Ty slips away from one man, rolls left, still looking, now throws underneath, tried to get it to Iverson, but it was out of bounds.
Yeah, Iverson was in double coverage. I think he more or less tried to get rid of it so he wouldn't get sacked. He was headed for the sideline, didn't have much choice but to get rid of it.
2nd down and 10 coming up. For Preston, ball at their own 45. 3:16 as the clock stops on the incomplete pass here in the first quarter. As we got another 5-yard penalty against the Indians, so it's still first down. It's 1st and 15, ball all the way back to the 40. As Ty, little shovel pass outside, it goes to Iverson, trying to get around the corner. He's knocked down as he gets near the 45. That'd be a gain of 5 and get him back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Check that, 2nd down and 10.
Second, yeah, because he repeated first down.
Clock runs with 2:55 to play. Swinging out to the far side. It's Ward, rather. Yeah. Garrett puts his head down, picks up 4 yards on the play.
Yeah, Garrett Yard real close to the 50-yard line, 49 we'll call it. But, he was able to turn up field gain a few yards on the play.
First catch of the game for Ward, as Preston will send 3 receivers left this time. Iverson remains as the lone setback. 2.5 to play here in the first quarter. Ty scanning the field, changing the play. Now ready, hands the signal out here. Now he wants a timeout. So they can't get the play off. Ty wants to take a timeout, and he will. We're tied at 7, 2:24 to play here in quarter number 1. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back here in 30 seconds.
AACH, mylocalradio.com.
As one of the region's most visited websites, mylocalradio.com is here to serve you. Catch up on local and regional news and information. Buy, sell, or trade your good used items on the radio classifieds. Stream your favorite music all day, every day, or catch our live coverage of your high school teams in action, all on mylocalradio.com. Like us on Facebook so you never miss a giveaway, and visit mylocalradio.com today to stream it all live.
Here we go, third down and about 5 for the Indians from right at midfield. Tie again. Again, we'll change the play. 3 receivers right here for the Indians, 1 left. Ty looking over the middle, wants to throw, throwing deep. It's out there for Harris, and it's just about a step overthrown. 4th down and 5 now coming up for the Indians.
This will be an interesting situation. It's one of those situations where it could probably put Minco deep in their territory, or we can go for it. 4th and 10, put them on the 45-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Hyde, rolling here to the near side. Going to put his head down, gets near the first down. Does he get it? Let's see who the spot is.
Boy,
that's going to be close.
And what a collision that was. I'm outside the building there. And boy, you could hear that all the way up.
That's going to be close, and I have a sneaking suspicion it's short. As Ty cringes, he can't believe where they spotted the ball. I think he's going to be about a half a yard short, and he is. They don't even measure.
Yeah, they're not even looking at it. Yeah, that was a interesting spot, to say the least.
Remember, without Isaiah Smith in the lineup tonight with that knee problem, question remains, who's going to punt for Preston?
Right.
So that could have played into why exactly they went for it.
That's true, too.
So 1st and 10 Minco from their own 46 as the defense holds. Chandler, little misdirection play, gets across midfield up to the 49. That's going to be good enough for about 5 yards. That's 6 carries for Chandler here in the first quarter for 42 yards and a touchdown unofficially. They'll send 2 receivers right this time. Single receiver out here to the near side left as the cross buck handoff goes to Twist. Twist going to break that outside, still on his feet. Gets across, and he's up to about the 35.
Yeah, he definitely did it as a twisted. He twisted and turned. He broke about 3 tackles going off to that right side, and Preston unable to bring him down until he got a pretty good gain.
15 for Twist. Picks up another first down, 1:16 to play here in the quarter. As, again, they'll hand off. As, again, up the middle, stacked up this time. As the first Preston Indian to fill the hole and come up and meet him was Hudson Nelson.
Nelson doing a good job in there in the center slot.
As we're under a minute now to play here in the first quarter, tied at 7. Clock runs with 48 seconds to play. 2nd down and 8. Snap, handoff, inside, as that'll be a couple of yards.
No, that's 33.
33 is Zimpati.
Zimpati, yeah, that's his first carry tonight, but he wasn't able to get too far, a couple of yards.
It's about 4 on the play. 3rd down and 4. Coming up for the Spartans. As they run a couple of new players in. As again, it's Chandler taking the direct snap. Chandler gets across the 25, but he's going to be short of the first down. And it's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 here for the Spartans. And that will be the end of quarter number 1. What will they do? Will they go for it or will they kick it? We'll see when we come back after 1 quarter. It's Minco 7, Preston 7. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Monday through Friday, commonly referred to as the work week. Or to us football fans, the days between Saturdays. Game days live here on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
This Saturday night, the BYU Cougars come to Maverick Stadium to battle for the old wagon wheel. The pregame show starts at 7 p.m. with a kickoff at 8 p.m.
Hey everybody, this is Scott Girard, and this is your home for Utah State Athletics. 105.5 FM and AM 1340, KACH, Preston.
Whether you go into the mountains during the fall to look for big game or use your camera for shots of nature, make sure you don't get stuck while you're there. Visit West Motor Company today and check out the wide selection of four-wheel drive vehicles we have in stock. With new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, and Ford vehicles and loads of pre-owned four-wheel drives on the lot, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle for your backcountry adventures this year. West Motor Company in Preston and Logan. Stop in today.
WestMotorCompany.com. KACH.
Sorry, they ran the play before we could come back, and Chandler took it off the left side and took it all the way in for the touchdown. So it's 13-7.
Normally after a timeout, they come in and they're usually setting up, looking over the defense. They didn't even let Preston get set up. They snapped the ball as soon as the whistle blew, and Chandler was off to the races.
13-7. Here's the extra point. It's a line drive. It's partially blocked, I think. By the way, it's no good. So 13-7 as the kick is no good. So Chandler, in the first play of the second quarter, went off the left side and went, was it 35 yards?
35, yes.
For the touchdown. So Chandler with a couple of running scores to pick up the touchdowns tonight, as Minco breaks out on top here as they scores one play into quarter number 2. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter. Glad to have you with us tonight here from Minco. It's cold tonight, John, but at least the wind's not blowing like it was last time we were here.
Yeah, that wind was terrible last time, but it's still a little nippy out here. But, yeah, because I'm outside this time.
So Iverson and Green back deep. This will come again to Iverson at about the 8-yard line. Going to come back here to the near side, trying to break a couple of blocks as he gets up near the 20-yard line. He'll be stopped there.
That white tent you see in front of us was put up. It's got heaters in it. There's a few heaters along the sidelines, but that's to keep Ty on. He's not playing defense. Come in and keep his hands and pads warm so that his shoulder stays warm and his hands stay warm.
4 receivers into the pattern again for Preston. They'll hand it off to Iverson. Gets through, breaks a couple of tackles, gets forward, just short of the 30. So he's going to pick up a good gain. Call it about 7 yards on the play. We'll call it 2nd down and 3 coming up here. As they tie with the hard count, he gets the defense to jump, and that'll bring up 2nd down and about 2. Actually, it'll bring up a 1st down, I should say.
Yeah, that'll
move the chains.
Yeah, that moves the chains, gives the Indians a 1st down.
As here is Iverson again, straight ahead, stumbles as he gets across the 35, falls forward to the 37-yard line.
Yeah, he lost his footing. I don't think he was hit that hard. But he, as he broke into the line, he was leaning forward, trying to get his momentum going.
3 receivers right again for the Indians. Fake to Iverson across the middle of the Knapp. He's got it up to the 45 and another 1st down.
Yeah, great catch by Knapp. You know, he's tall. He's a good 6'3", 6'4". He was able to get up there and get that ball and put it down for a 1st down.
Here we go again. Quickly again, the Indians trying to move the ball. The ball comes loose. Minco's got it. As the ball comes loose, indeed, Minco has it in Preston territory. First turnover of the night for the Indians.
That's unfortunate for the Indians because we're doing so well. We were moving the ball.
That's been a problem for the Indians. Is they, for whatever reason, when they go into traffic like that, they don't cover the ball well enough, and it gets stripped out, and it happened again. So 1st and 10 here for Minco. Direct handoff. Chandler straight ahead. Gets up to about the 40-yard line. He's knocked down there. Short gain of a couple. And it's second down and about 8. On the first down play, call it 3.
The Indians are trying to key on him a little bit and trying to slow him down a little bit, but boy, he's so quick. He just comes off that ball and he just darts into the line.
Yeah, he is elusive, and he's big and strong.
Yes.
As they list him at 5'11", 185, and I think he's bigger than that.
Okay. He looks bigger than me. I'm over there.
Direct snap to Chandler. Goes off the left side. Again, another good hole, as he's going to get up to about the 35-yard line.
Just short of a first, probably about 2 yards short.
Short of about first down. Call it a 5-yard gain. Third down coming up. Preston all week defensively, they worked on gap integrity. In other words, trying to hold their positions and not let Chandler get through those holes and create running lanes for himself. Again, Chandler straight ahead. There goes Chandler again, and he's gone. Touchdown. Chandler this time, again, will go 35 yards for the score.
Yeah, that's he's so quick. He just goes through that line, and before they can even, if they get a decent block through that hole, you know, he just breaks right through it, and he's gone before they can even come off the block.
So they turn the turnover into a score. And here again is Cabrera on to try the extra point. Had the last one blocked. This is a bad snap, and now trying to run with it. And being brought down in the backfield is Stocking, and that one will be no good as well. And that'll make it 19-7. So Preston falls behind. They're down 12 here to Minco. Remember, they fell behind last time we were here as well and had to try to fight back in quarter number 4. Can they get the ball back and move it again as we take a timeout? As we'll come back here in quarter number 2 right after this.
KACH, mylocal.radio.com.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence.
KACH.
So all the momentum on the Minco side at the moment. They'll kick off again as this one's going to come down to Iverson. Iverson thought about going up the right side. He'll cut it back up the middle, and he'll get up to the 20, fall forward to the 21. And again, the Preston offense will come back out on the field. They move the ball well, John, but all of a sudden, well, the drives will start to stall, or they give it up. Another turnover against the Preston offense.
Right. You know, they're there. They're playing well. It's not them. Spartans are playing a good defense, but yeah, we can't afford to turn the ball over.
So Preston out of the huddle. 2 receivers to each side. Iverson the lone setback. As they'll give it to Iverson straight ahead, runs into the middle of the defense. Although he gets across the 25 to the 27, that'll be about a 6-yard gain, bring up second down.
They're going to try and put Chandler against Iverson this round here. This game seems like those two are the main two going with the ball.
Again, they'll go 2 receivers to each side. Hand it to Iverson again. As Iverson trying to find a crease to run through, falls forward across the 30, and that'll be good enough for another first down for Preston. Give Iverson 5. That'll move the chains.
If we could just get him through the big hole, get him out in the open, he can outrun them.
As, again, straight ahead on their feet up to the 40-yard line as Iverson puts his head down and picks up about 9 more. So they're giving it to the young bull in the backfield.
Yeah. Well, that's why I say it's a Chandler-Iverson duo here.
2nd and 2. Hyde wants to throw. Throws underneath. It's caught. And that's going to be good enough for a first down across the 40, across the 40 to 42.
I think that was Green on the reception. Yeah,
yes,
it was.
It was Green.
Yeah, Tate Green on the reception.
With the catch. Picks up another first down for the Indians. 7-yard completion. Ty wants to throw again over the middle. And again, this one's caught just across the midfield stripe as they go back to Garrett Ward this time. Garrett with a gain of 7. So second down and a couple coming up here. Again, little pitch to Davis as now they got whistles as play was blown dead. I'm not sure why it was.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag.
Unless
they're not moving anything, are
they? They weren't ready to snap the ball.
Oh, maybe not.
I guess. I see. They called it a forward pass, so it's third down and a couple. As Iverson bounces it outside, he's got the sideline. He's still on his feet, and now he's gone down the sidelines. Iverson's going to go 46 yards for the score.
Yeah, Iverson had to outstep a couple of pre-tackles there and to get down the sideline, but he broke a couple and was able to step into the end zone. Nice run by Andrew Iverson.
So all the way, 46 yards. Preston gets one of those touchdowns back. It's 19-13. And now here's Garrett Harris back on to try the extra point. As that is up and it is through. That makes it 19-14. Preston digs into that lead just a little bit. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. More second quarter action coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
West Motor Company has a lifetime warranty.
Well, I guess the secret's out. West Motor in Preston and Logan is now including a no-charge, lifetime powertrain warranty on almost every vehicle we sell.
Almost every vehicle West Motor sells has a lifetime warranty, and your prices are the best around. Why would anybody go anywhere else?
I can't think of a single reason.
Lifetime warranty only at WestMotorCompany.com.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
So Preston gets one of the touchdowns back. They'll kick it again back over to the Spartans. That's going to be handled by Chandler at about the 10-yard line. Chandler's got a big hole. Here he comes. Still on his feet, finally pushed down at about the 37, and a flag comes in late from behind the play.
Yeah, that's usually not good. It's usually on the receiving team or the kicking team.
As our white hat looking over
holding against
looking over at the Preston bench and shaking his head in the affirmative. So it will be a penalty against Spartans, and that'll push him back.
Yeah, it was a holding over here on this end as Chandler came on to the right side, and there was a hold by one of his red shirtmen.
So 1st and 10 as, again, Stocking coming back out with the play. He'll leave with Chandler will line up, and again in the direct snap. Chandler tries it off the left side, puts his head down across the 45, gets up to the 45, falls forward to the 46. That's going to be a good run. That's a gain of about 19.
Yeah, he had a good block by the quarterback. It goes to him. There was some great blocking for him up the front line as he crashed into the line and into the secondary.
So Chandler with another big gain. They spot the ball at the 46. As again, Chandler, this time he'll try the right side. Breaks a tackle into the backfield. There he goes. Still on his feet. Breaks that tackle, and he's gone again. Chandler's going to go. Touchdown. This one is 44 yards this time. I see no flags.
Yeah, that's just it. This is a highlight film for him. He's just so quick. He breaks through. If he gets just an inch away from a tackler, he's gone. It's hard. He's hard to bring down.
Makes it 25-14. That's the third touchdown in the first half for Chandler here tonight. Again, here is Cabrera to try the extra point. This one is up, and it is good. That makes it 26-14 with 7 minutes exactly to play here in the first half.
We'll take another timeout. Back to the kickoff right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Qualifications and rules apply. See institution for details.
So I'm a typical banking customer.
And I'm a nearby ATM.
And I'm taking $20 out of my account.
And I'll process that $20 and take back $4.
Why do machines designed to give us money end up taking it right back? Introducing Kasasa, the free account that pays refunds on ATM fees and a lot more. To find a free Kasasa checking account near you, search KASASA.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCU.
KACH.
So another long run by Chandler to pick up the touchdown. Last week, Chandler against Twin Falls carried the ball 22 times for 253 yards. So far here tonight, here's the kickoff, as this is going to come again to Iverson, back about his own 8-yard line. Iverson straight ahead, going to bounce it back up into the middle of the field. And he'll finally be stacked up just short of the 25, and that's where the Preston offense will come back out. So last week, Chandler had 22 carries for 253 and 4 touchdowns. So far tonight, unofficially, I have him on 13 carries, 164 yards, and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, like I say, he's definitely going to be one that can go to the next level of play. He is a senior, but so I'll bet you he has a few scouts looking at him right now.
Absolutely. So they'll come back out here. They'll put a single receiver out here to the left, 3 receivers to the far side of the set. That's the right side of the formation. Iverson jumps around, and he'll settle on the right hip of Iverson here for the first down play. Straight ahead, Iverson gets across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. He'll be stopped there.
Short gain of about 3, maybe 4.
So a couple-yard gain. Iverson having a good first half as well. I have him unofficially 12 carries for 99 yards. Hyde wants to throw, looking left, throws it up the sidelines. It's Knapp, a little hand battle going on as he and the defensive man there battling for the ball. It was Eric Estrada, not of Chip's fame, battling with Knapp, and the ball falls incomplete.
I apologize to the online viewers that's watching this film. I started watching Gordon down, and I thought he was interfered with, but I can't prove that don't have any witnesses.
3rd down and 8. 3 receivers left this time. Iverson the lone setback, single receiver right for the Indians. Ty's changing the play. Iverson jumps across. Now he'll get line up on the left hip of Hyde. Good snap. Ty rolling left, throwing left. Going to throw too high. It's over Harris's head and out of bounds. And it'll bring up 4th down. So we'll get the answer to the question here. Who's going to punt?
Yeah.
Looks like it might be Garrett Ward.
Yeah, Garrett Ward looks like he's dropping back.
So 4th down and 8. As Ward will kick it away. Looking to get one more person onto the field. Austin Liberty comes on late as he'll line up in the slot on the far side in another gunner spot. Snap comes to Ward, and it's short, pretty much straight up. This is going to hit about the 45-yard line. Takes a good Preston roll, rolls out of bounds at about the 46-yard line of the Minco Spartans.
Yeah, technically, with a little bit of roll, it's not too bad of a kick for someone that doesn't kick a whole lot.
So 6:07 left here in the first half. 26-14, Minco on top. The winner of this game tonight gets the winner of the Blackfoot Sandpoint game next week, played at the winners of the other team's park. So they'll go off here off the right side, stacked up. Really no gain on the play.
Right, as Nelson was there, and Harris, Davis.
I think that was Stocking getting off the bottom of the pile.
Was that Stocking that got into the
I think it was.
There?
So no gain, 2nd down and 10. So Stocking in. So could have been Stocking. It was probably the guy who left, Colton Perez, on the carry.
Direct snap comes to Chandler. Going to try the left side this time. Gets across midfield, stacked up. The pile falls forward up to about the 46-yard line. And Chandler's at the bottom of that pile. It's going to be short of the first down. Calling an 8-yard gain. 3rd down and 2 coming up.
Another big 3rd down play for the Indians to be able to try and stop Chandler coming through.
As direct snap this time. Again, this will be, looks like good enough for the first down. See who it is who gets off the bottom of the pile. I'm not sure who the ball carrier was. They're saying it was Chandler, and it was. So give Chandler 3 and another first down.
Yeah, he's taking that direct snap quite often tonight. It's almost like they're playing without a quarterback. They're just
they really are. They're rotating. They'll send Stocking in with a play. Sometimes Stocking will line up as a receiver. Sometimes he'll stay in at quarterback. Stocking gives to Chandler this time off the left side. Chandler falls forward again, gets across the 40 up to about the 37.
You know, and they've got a freshman quarterback. It's that does a really good job, and he can throw the ball a mile. You know, I'm just surprised they haven't even thrown one tonight, have they?
I don't think so. That's Brevin Trinkle you're talking about.
Yeah.
In fact, he's not even on the field very much, if at all.
Yeah, he started out, but then he'd hand off to Chandler. Now they're going Wildcat and just hiking it straight to the runner.
2nd down and 5 here for the Spartans. As Stocking going to come, trying to get around the corners. He comes to the near side, puts his head down, picks up the first down, and he's finally ridden out of bounds. They'll get across the 30, see where they officially spot it, but either way it's going to be good enough for a first down as Stocking puts his head down and runs.
Yeah, when you start to key on one runner with Chandler running 3/4 of the time, and then, Stocking gets the ball and, he goes wide open.
Give Stocking 7 yards on the play. 1st and 10 from the Indians' 28. Chandler again, out of the direct snap, going to try the left side, puts his foot in the ground, gets into the backfield, takes a pretty good pop and goes down. As it was Schaefer coming across and making the tackle there for the Indians, but not before Chandler picked up another first down.
Yeah, Chandler got through the hole, but Schaefer was able to grab him just as he got through to the secondary and bring him down, or he would have been gone.
So they move the ball up, all the way up to the Preston 18-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play. 3:20 to play here in the first half. They'll hand it off. Inside it goes to Chandler. The ball's loose up in the air. Preston's got it. Preston able to get on it as coming over and making the recovery is Ethan Thorson, number 2, the freshman.
Yeah, the freshman, Orthan, and he's quick. He spotted that ball go up in the air, and he dove on it as quick as he could. Nice play by Ethan.
So Preston has it, 3:10 with the ball deep in their own territory as the ball spotted on the 14, and the offense comes back out. They have time to work with. 3 receivers, make it 4 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left as they give it to Iverson. He's going to try the far side, trying to get around the corner, and he does, and he's finally going to be ridden out of bounds, but he'll be up all the way up to about the 27-yard line before he finally gets ridden out of bounds.
They're calling it a first down because they're moving the chains. I got that tent there, so I can't see exactly where they
that does make it tough, as again, they'll go right straight ahead as getting up to about just short of the 30-yard line. Call another 2-yard gain for Iverson.
The Indians going into this quick offense. Trying to
2nd down and 8. Ty rolling left, looking, throws too high over the head of Knapp, as that'll be an incomplete pass.
I think he was thinking Knapp was going to go down a little further. He only went 10 and turned in, and Ty Hyde was expecting him to go 20.
3rd down and 8. Ty now 7 of 13 here in the first half, unofficially for 77 yards. 3 receivers right this time. As they'll fake to Iverson, he spins out of it, throws across the middle through the hands of Harris and incomplete. As Harris had tried to go up to make the catch and had it squirt right through his hands. He wasn't going to have the first down anyway. He was going to short, and there was a couple of Spartans right next to him.
Yeah, but when that went through his hands, I didn't see who it was, but I think it was Green in the back. Was right behind him. We still had a chance to pick that up just a little bit quicker.
So here's Garrett Ward on to punt again here for Preston. Their second punt of the first half with 2:29 to play. 26-14, Spartans on top. Now they got a timeout taken by Minco because the Indians changed and switched out of the punt formation as they caught themselves kind of wondering what exactly they were going to do, so they were kind of pressed into taking a timeout. So we'll see what Preston now has in mind when they come back out. That certainly was a surprise to Minco. They didn't expect a fake there.
Right. And they were set up to spread out to where anybody could have come in and maybe blocked it, on a blitz or something like that coming through. But there was only one man deep and plenty of wideouts for Garrett to throw him. And if I'm not mistaken, Garrett may have been a quarterback at one time down in like a freshman or JV.
Update from West Side. They lead Ryrie 14-0 in the first half. Don't forget, you can hear that game in its entirety coming up after our game is over here tonight. So, let's see. They got three guys standing in the backfield. Yeah, Ward is back in punt formation. Garrett will kick it. This is a little bit better kick, although it's still short again. Right up about midfield, Chandler comes up and makes the catch right at the midfield stripe.
Yeah, he called for a fair catch as he started to run up towards the ball, seeing nothing but white shirts in front of him. Smart move on Chandler's. Because if he'd have caught that and tried to run it, good chance of losing it.
2:23 to play here in the first half. As the Preston, or I should say the Minco offense back out on the field. They'll start right at the midfield stripe. Stocking comes back in, brings the play from over on the far side. He'll stay in and play quarterback. Two runners in the backfield. That gets away from Stocking, and the ball's loose again, but Stocking able to fall on it. You talked about it early in the broadcast, John, about the field being hard and slick, and that's a couple of balls now that have gotten away from the Spartan offense, and it is really getting cold out here.
Yes, as the temperature drops, the ball gets a little bit harder, but so does the ground. And when it hits, it doesn't take the normal bounce back up. It bounces a little bit harder.
7-yard loss, second down and 17. Chandler around the left side is stacked up, and they run him out of bounds back at about the 47. So he'll pick up about 5 yards, but it's still going to bring up third down and long here. Call it 3rd and 14.
It's going to bring up third down and about 14, so that fumble really shot themselves in the foot. They're going to need to do something like what we saw at the Preston Indians.
Let's see. You basically have two options here. You have to throw the ball for the first time tonight, or you're going to hand it to Chandler.
Yeah. I think it's going to go to Chandler.
Here we go, second down and 14. Stocking wants to throw, looking across the middle. It's complete, and it's going to be close to a first down, just across the 40.
It is a first down. He's got a favorable spot there.
And not sure who the receiver was. Can't see a number, as it's Twiz. So Stocking throws the ball for about 17 yards and another first down. 11th first down of the half for Minco, as again they run right straight ahead. Gets across the 35. That'd be a gain of about 5 on the play.
Yeah, Connor Schaefer had a chance to catch him right as he into the backfield, but he was able to slip through Connor's hands and gain of about 6.
Again, toss to Chandler. Wants to come out wide around the right side as Liberty grabs him by the shirt and throws him down.
Yeah, he'll lose about 2 yards on that one. Nice play by Liberty.
32 seconds to play in the half. Timeout called by Minco. So, nice play by Austin Liberty. Grabs him by the shirt and throws him down. As they're able to stack up Chandler, and it'll bring up third down and about 4, my guess. Again, that tint right in the way, so you can't really see too good back in there. But Minco calls the timeout to try to figure out what they want to do with just 32 seconds left in the half. Don't forget, stay tuned. The Ralph Construction halftime report coming up when the first half ends. So here comes the Minco offense back out onto the field. Indians down 12, 26-14. Both teams with turnovers here tonight. As Stocking will give the play out. Referee says, let's go. So the whistle puts the ball back into play. Stocking. Chandler back behind him in the I formation. Wants to throw. Looking across the left, and his throw short, and it's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Stops the clock again with 29 seconds to play. And that was thrown right at the intended receiver's ankles. There was no way he was going to catch that.
Was that Chandler that threw that? I couldn't say.
No, it was Stocking.
Oh, was it Stocking? Yeah, because I thought Stocking made it a little bit better. I thought it was Chandler. I couldn't see through the little visor here, little window.
So 3rd down. Yeah, I was going to say they moved the ball back. Penalty against Minco. So it moves the ball back. It's still 3rd down. A 3rd down and 10. Not sure what the penalty was, but it was 5 yards against Minco. It gives him another chance here on 3rd down. Again, wants to throw. Stocking, looking, throws deep for the far corner, and it is caught all the way down to the 1-yard line as Chandler makes the catch. 39-yard gain.
Chandler does it all, doesn't he? He just ran right underneath that ball as Stocking got it up in the air, gave him plenty of time to run under it, and he had already beat the defender on that corner, that right-hand corner.
Another 1st down, and now Preston wants a timeout. They want to change out the defense here. So, yeah, you're right. Boy, there's anything that Chandler can't do. I'm guessing they'd make him drive the bus on road games, too. I'm guessing it's just about anything he can't do, I don't think.
Yeah, well, you take a great athlete like that, he's in a good spot. Good line to protect him, and if you talk to him, I'm sure he'll give his credit to the line and to the quarterbacks. But yeah, he's an outstanding young man, a great athlete.
Yes.
If we could only stop him from scoring here, it'd be better to go down only 12 than.
And they got Chandler down right at the 1-yard line. So it's 1st and goal at the 1 with 21 seconds left here in the first half. Preston's defense back out on the field. Here comes the offense for the Spartans.
If they've ever needed a front line to push through this time, the Indians need to get to the backfield.
So waiting for the officials. He's over there talking to Coach McCaffrey for a minute. Now he runs back out on the field, and we're ready to play. So here we go, 1st and 10. Chandler in the I formation. No, in fact, he takes the direct snap as Chandler runs it in. 1 yard for the score.
Yeah, he ran in, had a good block. He had the tight end come in and lead for him through the middle of the hole and in for the touchdown.
That's Chandler's 4th touchdown of the first half. He had 4 all of in the game last week against Twin Falls. So here comes the next extra point, 32-14. Can they tack on the extra point? 11 seconds left here in the first half. Spot kick is up, and it is good. And it's going to be 33-14 here just before the end of the first half. So Chandler runs a 15-35, 15 and 44 yards for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's the Riker show.
So 33-14. Actually, you know what? I have Chandler with 5 touchdowns in the first half. So we'll see what happens here in the second half. Preston's digging themselves quite a hole. Remember, second half has been where their defense has stepped up during the year. And even though they lost last week to Snake River, the defense still played pretty well last week in the second half. as the kickoff is going to come on lines. It comes to Green at his own 10-yard line. Straight ahead, bounces it outside near the sidelines. Tate puts his head down, gets across the 30, and Preston will have 5 seconds to work with left here in the first half.
And we'll be giving a ball up anyway in the second half, so Minco will get the ball in the second half.
Yeah, exactly. So Minco will get the second half kickoff. So just 5 seconds left, enough time for Ty just to air it out. We didn't have to throw it too far because of that shoulder.
We got the triangle or the diamond on the left.
It's Thorson in a quarterback. Thorson throws underneath, and there's a flag down. Try a double pass as they throw back to Harris over on the far side. Remember, a flag is down. Harris on the run, still on his feet, gets up to midfield. But the flag is down. Let's see what the penalty is. If the penalty is against Minco, the half cannot be over. It looks like they're going to pick up the flag, so it's against Preston, and that's the way the first half will end. Stay tuned. The Ralph Construction halftime report is coming up after the first half here. It's Minco 33, Preston 14. Back to the halftime report right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need. Quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
Are you looking for a different kind of spot for lunch, dinner, or to do catering for your next event? Then try the Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins right here in Preston. At Island Bowl Grill, they have the best Hawaiian fare in the area. The combination of teriyaki and Korean influences can only be described in one way: mouth-watering. Offering 3 different catering options, Island Bowl Grill can host your next party in-house at Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. You can pick up for takeout, or they can come right to your house and prepare the food on site for your next party. What could be easier? Go to poppinpins.com for more information on Island Bowl Grill, or call 208-425-6128. Poppin' Pins Bowling Center, 411 South US Highway 91 in Preston.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
The Halftime Report is brought to you by Ralph's Construction. More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the Ralph Construction halftime report as we're at the halftime breaks. Minco leading Preston 33-14 after the first half of play here tonight, John, and it's kind of what we talked about right off the top. You got to figure out a way to stop Ryland Chandler.
Yeah, it's like I say, and we've been praising him all night, but he's just that good of a runner. He's just that good of an athlete to be able to stay on top of and keep the Spartans ahead. Without a runner and a like that, Preston would probably be right in this game.
Yeah, the Preston Indians turned the ball over once that really they were on a drive and really may have cost them some points. You never know.
Right.
But Minco turned the ball over once as well. As other than that, very cold, but a pretty good played first half.
Right. Both teams have had some come and goes, but Preston. Like I say, if we can just get past that third down conversion part and make a few more conversions, we can get the ball down the field.
Yep. So Preston
trailing at the end of the first half, 33-14. We'll take a timeout. Back and look at the stats right after this.
KACH, mylocal.radio.com.
In Franklin County, they know it's what's on the inside that really matters. That's why they offer advanced radiology and imaging using the latest in technology, performing x-rays, CAT scans, MRIs, nuclear testing, ultrasounds, mammography, and much more, right in Preston, Idaho. With short wait times and a highly skilled staff available around the clock, they'll help you reach a diagnosis quicker. Make sure your doctor knows you want to save time and money closer to home. Let them be the next to take your picture. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence meet.
It's the end of a long day and your feet are tired, or are you running behind schedule? But you need milk and eggs. You don't want to have to walk clear to the back of the store to get a gallon of milk and a dozen eggs. I suspect we all can relate to both of those stories. The great news is that this problem has been solved by Stokes Market in Preston with a recently installed new cold case right near the front door. If you just need a gallon of milk or some eggs, you can find them right inside the front door. Visit Stokes Market today in Preston.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
Interviews, highlights, and analysis with the best in the business. Here we go. Others can talk about the game. Only one source can deliver the goods. And it can only be found right here on the Coach Gary Anderson Show on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
The Coach Gary Anderson Show, live from Wingers in Logan, Thursday nights at 6 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH.
Welcome back here to halftime. Minco with a pretty good lead, 33-14 over the Indians. Take a look at their first half stats. First for the Indians, Ty Hyde passing 7 of 14 for 77 yards. Ty also carried the ball 3 times for a total of 12 yards. Andrew Iverson, 14 carries for 114 yards in the first half, and including a 46-yard touchdown run. Preston ended up the first half with a total of 9 first downs and a couple of penalty flags against them in the first half as well. For the Spartans here in the first half, it was Connor Stocking, 3 of 4 in the first half for 64 yards. It helped set up another touchdown by Chandler. Chandler was all over the place in the first half. Chandler carried the ball 20 times on my sheet for a total of 200 yards and 5 touchdowns in the first half of the game tonight. Tazen Twist carried it twice for 22. Carter Zapati, 1 carry for 4 yards, and Stockings carried it 1 time for 7 yards as well. So Chandler with touchdown runs of 15, 35, 35, 44, and 1 to close out the scoring in the first half. As if you have to figure out what the game plan is going to be for the second half for the Indians, Brain Trust, it's very simple. Figure out some way to stop Ryland Chandler.
Well, I think the only way to stop him is actually to put him on the sidelines, and we know that's not going to happen with Minco knowing that this is a do-or-die game. In order for them to go on, they have to win, and they're a good enough team that they're going to just keep pouring it on. It's not going to be something, we get third quarter, get up 20, put some other players in. They're going to go all the way. You'll see their seniors go all the way.
Yes, they will. And the thing is, because this will be the last game that they play here at home, no matter what. If they win, they'll play on the road the rest of the rest of the playoffs. Preston down players. They got Ty Hyde back tonight, but still missing a host of others offensively. Isaiah Smith not dressed tonight. I don't think they have the horses to run with Minco and try to get in a horse race and outscore them in the long run. They have to be able to stop and get off the field.
Yeah, and another thing I'm not seeing tonight is that we're not calling some of the names that we normally do on defense. Zay Davis, I think I've seen him in on 2 or 3 tackles, but I don't know if he's playing a different position, but maybe they've got one guy keying on Chandler. But, there's some others. Our line with missing Nelson.
Right.
That's a tough loss for us on the line. So Chandler's going to be tough to stop. There's just no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But we've got to be able to contain him somehow in order to come back and win this game.
200 yards unofficially in the first half. Last week he ran for 253 and 4 touchdowns. So he's already at that mark already so far here tonight. See what Preston can do to stop him. Coming up in the second half, we'll take another timeout as we'll come back to here in Minco right after this.
KACH, MyLocalRadio.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
WestMotorCompany.com.
Behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State Street, Preston.
If you're doing some cleanup work around the yard, the house, the garage, or the farm, remember, you can turn scrap metal into cash when you take that metal to Idaho Salvage and Metal in Preston. They pay top dollar for aluminum cans, aluminum window and door frames, brass and steel. They take junk cars and trucks, farm equipment, and industrial gear. So rather than taking that stuff to the landfill, park it on the scales at Idaho Salvage and Metal on West Oneida in Preston.
From sunup to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at MyLocalRadio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield, Logan.
Team's back out on the field. Second half, just a couple minutes away. John, one score we can pass on to you is this. Westside was a winner at home tonight as they beat Ryrie 22-0.
That's a strong team over there at Westside. We're proud of them. They're good. They're our neighbors. Proud to have them aboard.
Yep, so they will more than likely, well, the Division II bracket for the postseason is a little bit different. They had 8 different play-in games. The winners now will be seeded by their RPI numbers to get ready to play next week. So we don't know who.
Really?
We don't know who at the moment. Westside will be playing next week or even where.
Yeah, well, I think that's due to the amount of teams that they have in the division, 2A versus 4A.
So 33-14. Preston's got work to do in the second half. As I'm looking down here, and Brecker Knapp is throwing, trying to get loose. So I'm not sure if Brecker's going to be coming in or not. And I don't see, in fact, I don't even see Ty down.
Ty's down there. He's got his helmet off. He's no helmet on.
All right.
So he is in there, and he looks like he's talking to the troops, trying to get them pumped up, ready to go.
So Minco gets the ball to start half number 2 as they won the coin flip and deferred to the second half. So they'll get the ball and a chance to really blow this game open if they can put another touchdown on the board before Preston gets the ball in the second half.
Yep, Preston, like I say, we've dug a hole, but we've been in a hole before. And these young men, if we, with the will that they have, Iverson, get him a few more ball carries, and I'm impressed with the way Tate Green's playing tonight. And, there's been a number of names stepping up.
So Preston will kick the ball off. And Minco will await the kickoff, waiting for Minco actually to come back out on the field. Chandler, if you weren't sure, it'll be Riker Chandler who will drop all the way back to await the kickoff, as it'll be Austin Liberty to put it back in play here to start the second half here for Preston.
Yeah. Well, I know the parents haven't given up. We have a pretty good turnout here tonight with parents from Preston and a few others.
So the referee says let's play. Liberty puts a toe to it, high and deep right down the middle of the field. It's going to actually come to one of the up men, as that will be kicking it ball outside and getting up to about the 35-yard line. That is Eric Estrada with the return.
He's on his motorcycle. It wasn't the Chips.
Yes, it was. John and Punch. So, Dan Hubbard and John Slaughter back with this second half just underway. And we got a flag on the field. This is going to go against Minco. That's going to push them back a little bit after what was a pretty good return by Estrada.
Yeah, I think as he received that ball, he had got his first block right here. When they grabbed the white shirt and pulled him out of the way. So that's how he got free from the first contact.
So that's a big penalty. That's a 15-yarder. Pushes the ball all the way back to the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10. As give it to who? Chandler straight ahead, stacked up. Really gets about a yard. So bring up 2nd down and 9. Chandler gets off the bottom of the pile.
There's my main man, Zay Davis in the middle. He's back into the middle, right over the nose. Middle linebacker. Zay Davis on the stop.
Yep. 2nd down and 8. Give it again, straight ahead. And again, it's Chandler. And again, he runs into about 6 or 7 white jerseys, and he's pushed back. Harris there, Liberty there. Also, number 3, Hunter Wright there for the Indians. As give Chandler about 3 yards and bring up 3rd down and 5.
This one's going to be a fake. It's going to be a snap it to Stockton. He's going to fake it to Chandler and run it himself.
As it's a direct snap to Chandler, as Chandler is going to be short of the 1st down. Picks up about 3 yards. Well, let's see.
It went right to him.
They're going to mark it short of the 25. Yep, it'll be 4th down. 4th and short coming up here. And for the first time tonight, Minco's going to punt. So Minco can't do anything with it here in their first possession of the second half.
Chandler punting. Watch for the
fake. It's actually Colton Perez to punt, number 3. Bad snap. Able to field it on a hop. Kind of a wobbly kick. It's going to be taken by the up man. That is, who's that, Green? Gets across midfield.
I believe it was, and he took it on the hop. And
no, it's Thorson.
It's Thorson. And did you see his speed? That kid's got some speed. He just picked it up on the hop like a shortstop, and he just right into the line, gain of about 10 on the run.
Yep, for freshman Eric.
15.
Freshman Thorson. That is, of course, Ethan Thorson on the return. So here we go. Here's the Preston offense back out of the field. Hyde at quarterback to start the second half. Handoff goes to Iverson. In the middle, gets across the 45, falls forward to the 44. Pick up about 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
1:01 on the clock. 1st down
Again, they'll go quickly. Again, they give it to Iverson, tries to bounce it outside. Oh, he's tripped up just as he gets across the 45. Otherwise, you can get around that one man. He'd have a lot more yardage.
Yeah, that's what they call, a valued shoestring tackle right there. You dive at the feet, trip them up just enough to get them down.
So it was a gain of 2. Third down and about 5 here for Preston as they're on the Minco side of midfield at the 43-yard line. Inside handoff goes to Iverson. He's not going to go anywhere. That'll be short, 2-yard gain and bring up 4th down. And again, now what do you do for the Preston offense?
They're going to go for it. They're in four down territory because they've got to be able to try and score.
4th down and 3. Hyde going to roll in. He can run for it. He just pull it down, puts his head down, runs over a couple of people and picks up the 1st down.
That shoulder can't be hurting too bad for him to dive into blockers or tacklers like that.
So Ty puts his head down, picks up about 10 on the play. 1st down. End around comes to Ward coming back the other way. Garrett with a good stiff arm gets almost around the corner. He's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play as he'll pick up to about the 30.
That just goes to show the competitiveness of Ty, though. He's not afraid to go for it.
Pure quick offense here. Fake it this time to Ward. Ty stiff arm to try to get away from the man, and then now throws it and it's going to fall incomplete.
Flag on the play as Ty Hyde was mauled right there by the Minco Spartan defense.
They're going to call that a face mask against Ty. You see that over and over and over again, and it's never called. And Ty stiff arms a Minco defensive man right in the center of the helmet, and they call it a face mask.
Well, there was a flag down here on the backfield, so unless they're both against Preston, one of them may be against Spartan and offset them.
You watch the NFL, any given Sunday, you see that about 500 times, and it's never called.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Ineligible downfield on Preston. Face mask against Preston. They're both against Preston. And they will compound.
Bad situation getting worse for Preston.
So that if they compound, that'll push the ball back about 20 yards.
That is going to move the ball back
That's incredible.
significantly, and that is I don't want to speak too soon, but that's the kind
So
of
the officials getting together,
seems to present itself
trying to have a meeting of the alleged minds. As the ineligible receiver penalty will be declined, they'll take the stiff arm penalty and repeat 2nd down. So it stays 2nd down and 6.
That's an interesting
actually,
call.
It's 2nd down and about 12. So Ty wanting to change play. Preston with 3 receivers left, single receiver right. Ty wants to throw. Underneath it comes to Ward. Garrett wants to throw, pulls it down because he can't get rid of it, and it'll bring up a 3rd down play as they lose about 5 yards on the play.
Yeah, he tried to look for Iverson over into the middle, but when he saw nothing but red shirts around him, he decided to duck and try to get as much yardage as he could.
So 2 receivers to each side this time. Ty wants to throw. He's going to unload it deep for Harris. Harris has actually stepped out of bounds, so it wouldn't matter. But it's incomplete. I think he was out of bounds at about the 10, 15-yard line anyway. So that'll bring up 4th down here. 4th down and about 14 here for the Indians. And Thorson wants to talk about it, so he calls a timeout. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back. More 3rd quarter action coming up right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Welcome to West Motor Ford. We love happy customers. With multiple financing options, it's easy to drive your new vehicle home. We offer a full line of new Fords and a constantly changing pre-owned vehicle inventory. Our service department is top-notch with technicians trained for everything from routine maintenance to major repairs. With a large selection of parts and accessories, including tires, we've got you covered. So come in and let us turn up your happy meter. Visit West Motor Ford in Preston today.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Proud supporter of their area high school athletics.
So 4th down and about 14. Preston has to go for it here, as they need some offense here as Ty's changing plays. 2 receivers to each side. Man in the slot, too, so they empty the backfield. Ty looking. He's in trouble. Now he's going to try to get rid of it. He does, able to get rid of it. He throws it up for nobody, as it was about 15 yards over the head of Knapp, who I think cut off his route.
Yeah, the only thing wrong with that throw there is that he threw it. That only gives Spartan 5 more yards. It was almost, one of those do or die things, you know. Either you catch it or you die.
So Minco's offense comes back out on the field. They have the ball at their own 37. 1st and 10 there. Straight ahead, Stocking hands it to Chandler. Chandler is bottled up so far here in the second half early. It's going to be a short gain.
And that's going to be a short gain there for Chandler.
See where they mark it. Might get 1, maybe 2 yards out of it.
This is what I talked to.
They'll mark it to the 38, so it would be a gain of 1, 2nd down and 9.
As to whether or not
23 carries on the night for Chandler for 205 yards. Fake it, Stocking rolling, throws underneath, it's complete as it's caught there, as it's caught by DeVieras. That's going to be good enough for the 1st down. As DeVieras makes the catch up to about the 40-yard line. That's going to be a gain of about 20.
Was able to find the big guy, Ben DeVries, the 6'4", 185-pound senior, to cross into Indian territory.
So DeVries with the catch and the 1st down. Here comes another direct snap to Chandler, puts his head down, and he's again stacked up, gets it to the 40-yard line, and not much more than that. So really no gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Tick-tock. And this one is washing away quick. Time management even more important.
Give him a yard. 2nd down and 9. As now Minco just let the clock run, take their time getting the plays back in. As Stocking again will go over to the sideline and get a play. Now comes jogging back in. Clock runs with 6:23 to play here in quarter number 3. Chandler lines up at the quarterback, the direct snap. Wants to throw this time. He throws underneath, and it's caught. But good defense there by Hunter to bring down the receiver right away as the pass was caught by Estrada. And a penalty marker on the play. Hold on.
Ineligible downfield, it looks like.
An ineligible man downfield against Minco, so bring it back.
They're going to get tagged with a penalty right there. How many times tonight have we seen a promising drive?
So they'll move the ball back. They'll put it down at the Preston 44. 2nd down and 15.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 15. 5 yards.
As Stocking again jogs back in with the new play from Coach McCaffrey over on the far side. Stocking, the quarterback, takes the snap, wants to throw. Looking. Now he's going to roll left. Still looking, waves a man deep. It goes to Estrada. He's got it at the 20, and Estrada is gone. Touchdown.
Hey, the referee back here didn't throw his flag. There was a hold, definitely. I saw it too. Oh, he did call
a flag, yeah. He threw it late, so it's coming back.
I think he walked the flag up. He wanted to see if anybody on Preston's side saw him throw it, to attempt to throw it.
So it'll be a holding penalty against Minco as he dropped his flag at about the 48-yard line of Minco, and that should be 10 yards from there. So take the touchdown off the board, which should have been a nice pass to Estrada.
Yeah, that saved a touchdown because Estrada caught it in stride and was headed for the end zone, headed for pay dirt.
They'll put the ball down at about the 38, as it will be 2nd down and about 25, as they'll give it back to Chandler. Chandler's going to come around the right side, stacked up again as he gets to the line of scrimmage and brought down. Zay Davis is there, as is Cole Harris in for the tackle as well. Another penalty marker on the play.
The back judge threw it in here, so there's a little extracurricular activity.
Personal foul against the Indians.
I think it was on Garrett Ward, but I didn't see what happened. But he walked away like, uh-oh, I got caught.
So it'll be 15 yards against the Indians, and they'll set the ball down at the 43.
They'll get third down over again.
They'll get third down over again. It's third down and about 13.
That's the thing. We put them back in a hole, but then we give up the big play. And
well, Chandler's getting too much attention. The officials weren't noticed enough in the game, so now they have to get involved here in quarter number 3 with 5:06 to play.
Right.
Pitch to Chandler. Chandler wants to throw. Looking, throws deep. There's his man out there, and it is caught. And it's going to be down at about the 5-yard line. Still on his feet, as a matter of fact. And now forward progress has stopped. Come on. Why not the whistle already?
But why not an offensive pass interference? Did you not see him push off as he went up the ball?
Absolutely. Chavez makes the catch on a long throw this time by Chandler.
I don't.
You're right. It's, like I said, it's the officials just are terribly inconsistent. That's all you can say. Give it back to Chandler. Chandler straight ahead, and he is in for the touchdown.
Oh, they called him a touchdown.
Another. So Minco puts that one in. 5-yard run for Chandler.
Unbelievable right there.
So here comes the extra point again. Cabrera on to try it. Snap, spot, the kick is up, and it is good. 4.5 left here in quarter number 3. And it's Minco 40, Preston 14. Take a timeout. We'll be right back.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric. It's what we do.
KACH.
Four and a half left here in quarter number 3. Dan Hubbard along with John Slaughter from Minco High School, as Minco's put another touchdown on the board, and they lead it now 40-14 as the light's starting to dim now a little bit on the Preston Hopes.
Yeah, that's a big margin to try and overcome.
Kickoff is going to come to Iverson. Has it about the 10-yard line. Coming back here to the near side, puts his head down as he gets up to across the 20. And Preston offense to come back onto the field yet again.
And that is where the Preston Indians
40-14.
are going to take over.
Ty's going to come back out on here on offense.
Keep in mind, folks,
They have.
a late fourth quarter.
They also have Ethan Thorson on the field. He'll probably line up at a outside receiver spot. Big penalty here against Minco. This is going to push the ball all the way back out to the 36-yard line. So 1st and 10 Preston. As the toss goes to Thorson around the right side. Ethan puts his head down, tries to get around the corner. Gets across up to about the 45. He's finally run out of bounds.
He's showing some athleticism and guts too as he ran in, and there was a big defender going to tackle him. He just lowered his head and pushed him back.
They'll actually call it a gain of 7, so 2nd down and about 3 here. As the ball spotted at the 43. Thorson, toss, comes to Harris, and Harris is stacked up as he tries to get around the corner, loses a yard.
Yeah, they didn't fool Minco on that one as they came in on the reverse, and it showed. It's like telegraphing a pass, you know. They saw it all the way. So coming around, as Harris went in motion to come around.
3rd down and 4 here, as Hyde wants to throw, has to step up. Can't get the pass away. He's going to, again, sidestep a man. Should pick up the first down as he gets across the 45 before he steps out of bounds, and he does. So Preston first down on a 6-yard scramble by Ty Hyde.
3:07 on the clock, 40-14 the score.
So that's their first down. 3 receivers right here for Preston. Give it to Iverson. Straight ahead, Iverson going to get a couple of yards.
Maybe
he gets
3.
across the 50-yard line. Call it a gain of 3.
At least that's how I know it on Madden.
So second down and 7 here. Again, they go quick. They go back to Iverson, coming around the left side, trying to get around the corner, and he does. Gets across the 40, up to about the 35. Good enough for another first down. That's a 13-yard gain this time for Iverson, and another first down for Preston.
Zay Davis comes in and sets up in the backfield.
Give Iverson a little bit of a blow here. 3 receivers left for the Indians. Inside handoff goes to Ward. Garrett tries to get around the corner, runs right into a Preston defender. As there, the first man to hit him was Dawson Osterhott. Yeah, there's really no gain on the play for Ward. Second down and 10. As Davis stays in the backfield. 3 receivers right again for the Indians. Ty's going to change the play again. 2:06 to play here in the quarter number 3. Fakes to Davis. Wants to throw deep for Knapp. Knapp is there. Wrestling with it. Does he have it? And the referees say yes. Catch inside the 15.
Yeah, nice catch. Gordon Knapp had to come back over the top of his defender and grab the ball and took it from him, as they both had a chance on a jump ball there, and Gordon came down with it. Excellent play.
So first and 10. Here now Iverson going around the right side. They do a good job in stringing him out, does the Minco defense. And he's going to get just across the 10-yard line, so it will be a short gain. Give him about 4 yards on the play, maybe 5. Second down coming up here. Again, Preston going quick. Another handoff to Iverson as he tries to cut back and slips and loses traction and falls down.
On the carry, and Iverson went plant that left foot, lost his footing.
So he lost his footing and goes down. It's going to bring up, he loses a couple of yards. It's going to bring up third down and about 7 here. And the Indians, the referee spot the ball just outside the 10-yard line.
Yeah. We can get a first down. You have to get to about the 4-yard line for a first down.
Clock runs inside a minute to play in quarter number 3. 2 receivers to either side. That's a direct snap to Iverson. You can't make the catch on it, and it goes to Ward, and it's going to be a big loss. That play was a disaster right from the start when Iverson didn't catch the direct snap.
Right. Yeah, that had to go. In order for that, the timing has to be perfect on it. And
so fourth down, as they'll spot the ball all the way back at the 25-yard line, and they've got to get down to almost the 5 inside, maybe the 4. So it's going to bring up fourth down and 20 is what they have on the board. 14 seconds to play in the quarter. 5 seconds to get the play off. Ty's got to get the snap off. 2 receivers to each side. Actually, they empty the backfield. 5 receivers into the pattern. Ty's going to throw to Knapp. Gordon drops it. Pass was behind Gordon Knapp. He tried to turn and make the catch, and it went off his hands. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, unfortunately, that ball was just a little bit underthrown for Gordon to come back and get that. But had that been there, he was wide open to the end zone.
Fourth quarter coming up. We'll take a timeout. Spartans lead the Indians 40-14. Fourth quarter coming up next.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Monday through Friday, commonly referred to as the work week. Or, to us football fans, the days between Saturdays. Game days live here on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
This Saturday night, the BYU Cougars come to Maverick Stadium to battle for the old wagon wheel. The pregame show starts at 7 p.m. with a kickoff at 8 p.m.
Hey, everybody, this is Scott Girard, and this is your home for Utah State Athletics. 105.5 FM and AM 1340, KACH, Preston.
The fourth quarter of tonight's game is brought to you by Webb Funeral Home.
Whether a loved one passes suddenly and much too soon or after a long and fruitful earthly journey, the families of Northern Cache Valley have known for years they can rely on sensitive and professional care from Webb Funeral Home. Now in their beautiful full-service facility on the south side of Preston, Webb Mortuary urges you to consider the benefits of pre-planning final arrangements in order that your wishes are carried out and difficult decisions are not left to your surviving family members. Make an appointment soon to talk about pre-planning with your friends at Webb Funeral Home.
KACH. KACH.
Handoff goes to Chandler. No, it's not Chandler. It's actually Zapati on the first down run as he gets across midfield out to the 45-yard line.
And that's the way you want to get things done. They'll open up the fourth quarter.
So little change up there as they give it to Carter Zapadri, and he runs it all the way back out to the Preston 45, another first down.
On the Preston 45. Huge gain on the play.
So first and 10, man in motion, come back here to the near side. Toss goes to Chandler this time around the right side. Puts his foot in the ground, breaks a tackle, now gets away from a couple of more men, and finally Preston defense able to drag him down up to the 35-yard line, gain of 9.
Yeah, just short of a first down, about a yard and a half short.
In a way that would have made Michael Jackson.
So second down and 1 here as Chandler wiggles his way through the Preston defense again. I have Chandler now unofficially 26 carries for 219 yards as they'll go straight ahead. That's going to be good enough for the first down as once again that is Stocking this time, getting off the bottom of the pile. So Stocking picks up 2. That's first down number 15 in the game here for Minco. We're in the fourth quarter. Dan Hubbard and John.
What's my name?
My brain's frozen. I couldn't tell you. As it's Chandler with it straight ahead, gets through the middle of the defense, and Gordon Knapp jumps on his back and goes for a ride, and finally had to get him down. But it's going to be another gain of about 11 yards and another first down. So 230 yards now on the night for Chandler. Last week he had 253 from 4 touchdowns. So first and 10. As they'll give it to guess who? Chandler. Chandler runs right into the arms of Gordon Knapp again, who holds him up, and about 3 or 4 more of his white-shirted buddies come over to help him bring him down.
Yeah, they're trying to work this right side here. Chandler's ran a lot of his runs off here to the left side.
4 yards on the play. Second down and 6 here. As Knapp comes out. And back into the game is Hudson Nelson here for the Indians. Second down and 6. Handoff, Zapadri straight ahead, through a hole, gets inside the 5 and finally brought down there. That'll be good enough for another first down. Zay Davis had him by the ankles where he couldn't get away. So Zapadri with an 11-yard gain. First down, first and goal now. Zampedri, I should say. How do you pronounce his name?
Zampedri.
So they spotted at the 5, first and goal from there. Chandler will line up and take the direct snap. Puts his head down, coming left, as Iverson grabs him and drags him down. It'll be a short gain of about 1, second and goal coming up. So Chandler picks up a yard. Second down and 4, second down and goal from the 4. Clock running, 8.5 to play. Chandler again will take the direct snap. And he's going to pull it down, try the right side this time, and he is in. Touchdown. 4-yard run.
Well, the chances for the Indians to come back on a 32-point deficit is going to be tough, but
46-14. Just, you know what? Honestly, the injuries just became too much of a problem for Preston to deal with here late in the year.
Well, and then, you have players that have to step up, but then there's players that have to go and work really hard. So
as the kick is up, and it is good. Makes it 47-14. Take a timeout back at the kickoff right after this.
47, Indians 14 when we return.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
KACH.
Is the tally as the kick goes up.
There's the kickoff. It comes down. Taken by Iverson. Spin move. Gets away from one man. Falls forward. Gets up to about the 27. So pretty good return there by Andrew. Nice little spin move. Breaks him out of one tackle.
Yeah, it looks like the Spartans are going to bring in some second team.
Ty will stay in at quarterback as Minco's kind of calling off the dogs, so to speak, and getting some other guys a chance to play. This will be their final home game of the year no matter what, as Ty wants to throw underneath as it goes to Harris. Harris trying to get away from one man. He gets up to about the 30. It'll be a short gain of about 4 on the play. So Ty complete underneath. Actually, boy, it's not as much as I thought it was. Only got about 2 on the play. There's Ty wants to throw again. Throw underneath this time as it's incomplete. Tried to get it out here to, was it Ward or Tate Green? I'm not sure.
Like
They're
Green
both there.
Out here on the side, yeah.
And 3rd down and 8 coming up here for Preston. Clock stops with 7:54 to play. Yeah, you made an interesting point, John, that the guys need to step up no matter who they are. That's true. But the injury problems that they've had over the past 3 weeks, they don't have the horses to compete. As that'll be underneath, in and out of the hands of Knapp. Knapp had it, dropped it, and be 4th down and 8. And Preston again has no choice other than go for it.
Gordon is an excellent athlete. He really is, but he has this tendency to turn and run before he gets the ball, secures the ball.
4th down and 8. Ty's going to roll left, looking underneath. He's going to throw up the field. There is Harris. Harris has got it up to the 40-yard line.
Couldn't find the handle of the camera. Sorry, folks.
35-yard pass play. Good for the 1st down.
No quit in this team as they line right back up to the line of scrimmage. Hyde's going to take the snap under center.
Ty takes the snap and gives it to Iverson, who gets about 5 yards. For me, if I'm unofficially on my stat sheet, that's 21 carries for Iverson for 161. Ty wants to throw out of the shotgun. Rolling, gets away from one man. Penalty flag down behind the play. As Ty is going to be sacked. Let's see what the flag is going to be.
It's going to be holding against Preston.
Yep, sure will. As the referee threw it from behind the play. That is 99 times out of 100. A holding penalty, and make it 100 times out of 100.
Yeah, there was only one red shirt and 4 or 5 white shirts, and
as Chevy Nelson back into the game, lines up a wide receiver spot as the ball's walked all the way back to the Minco 46-yard line. 3rd down and 15 here for the Indians. Ty rolling right. Looking, now wants to throw underneath. It's complete to Harris, gets out of bounds, and he has the distance for the 1st down. That's a gain of about 18 on that throw by Ty. Good enough for another 1st down. They're 14th of the game.
That's one thing we haven't seen in this game is Harris connecting to Harris. That throw to Harris much.
Throw underneath, goes to Harris again on the left side this time. Pretty good stiff arm. Notice they didn't call it a face mask that time, as Harris is brought down after about a 5-yard gain.
Yeah.
5-yard gain there by Cole Harris, one of the go-to guys all night long.
162 yards passing unofficially now for Hyde. Ty wants to roll right. Get around the block there by Iverson. Looking, trying to look for some place to throw it. Now he just pitches it forward. That goes there to Iverson, who get it, runs it forward. He's out of bounds at the 10. He was completely out of no place to run and just took the ball and just flicked it forward. And there was Iverson waiting for it like a butterfly.
Ineligible downfield because of the pass.
As ineligible man downfield because Ty was running. The offensive lineman had released and gotten it too far downfield, and then when he threw it forward, that put the lineman in a dicey situation.
Yeah. They're not sure if he's going to run or if he's going to stop and pass. I saw that in the 49er game the other night as St. Louis, not the Cardinals, Arizona.
That wipes out the first down as Iverson was standing there all alone, just took and ran it down to the 10-yard line, but it comes back. Ty wants to throw again, looking, lobs it down the far sideline. He's got a man there, and it's going to be incomplete. Flags coming in, pass interference. He was throwing for Thorson, and Thorson was kind of shoved out of the way by the defensive back.
Yeah, defensive back. Just got the hands on the
Remember,
receiver.
pass interference in high school is not a spot penalty. It would be a 15-yard walk-off.
Right, it comes back to the line of scrimmage, and it's walked off from there, which will be a 10-yard.
Still get him down right about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that's going to result.
So they'll mark it actually about the 14. Clock stops with 5:52 to play. First and 10, Preston.
First down and 10 inside the red zone at the 14.
47-14, Minco on top. Under 6 minutes to play here in quarter number 4. Tied from under center, fakes the handoff. Looking, throws. No, he pulls it down. Now he's going left. Ty to the 10, trying to race his man to the corner. Gets down, puts his head down inside the 5, and he gets in, touchdown.
Yeah, Ty saw the opening there as he was rolling out, trying to look for a man. The defense was trying to stay with their man-to-man coverage, and Ty had it wide open. And when they saw that he was past the line of scrimmage, they tried to close on him, but he had enough speed to get into the end zone.
Ty's not going to set any land speed records, and that goes 14 yards for a touchdown.
But still, that's 14 yards for him. The big man rumbled through and into the pay dirt.
Spot kick, the extra point is up, and it is good. And it's 47-21 now with 5:42 to play. We'll take another timeout back to the kickoff right after this.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
KACH.
5:42 left. Preston gets a touchdown on a 14-yard touchdown run by Ty Hyde. It makes it 47-21. I joke, and Ty has a great sense of humor. I'm sure he'd understand this, that they time most players and then run a 40-yard dash. They time them with a stopwatch. Ty, they time on a sundial.
Yeah, but you got to love his competitiveness.
Yeah, no, he absolutely. He is knocked down one of the most competitive guys I think I've ever met. Ethan Thorson will kick off here as they kick off from his own 45, little onside kick attempt, and this will be covered by Minco at midfield, and the Spartans have the ball there.
Yeah, they had all their sure hands up. They knew it was going to be an onside. To me, that's when I would have done a pooch kick just over the heads, tried to get it to bounce high, give us a chance to recover.
Look, Colton Perez covers it there for Minco. First and 10 from midfield. As 5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the game.
Stocking still in at quarterback.
Stocking stays in at quarterback. They give it to Zapadri. as it gets across the 45, falls forward to about the 41-yard line, gain of 8 yards on the play. Second down and 2 coming up.
Yeah, it was a quick handoff into the line, and Chandler acted like he was going to get a pitch out, and a couple of Preston players bought on that.
So Minco can take their time trying to get the snap off. They're sending team players in and out. As now here finally, guess who just came back on the field? Brevin Trinkle finally comes back on the field, making his first appearance since second or third play from scrimmage in the game.
Yeah.
So Trinkle gives it to Chandler. Chandler goes straight ahead. He'll get the first down as he picks up about 4 yards on the play. 41st carry of the night for Chandler, and that 4-yard gain will give him 248 yards unofficially from rushing from scrimmage. So again, they'll take their time getting the play in as Trinkle comes over to get the call. Now he'll run back in and snap the ball here. It's taking a lot of time. Back judge starting to count it off as Spartans break the huddle. And they don't get it off in time. Too much time. That's the one problem with running over to the sideline every time to try to get the play and bring it back in. It takes a lot of time to do it.
Right, and that's why a lot of teams, you see that nowadays, even in college ball, they're coming up to the line, they're looking for a quick snap, and if it's not there, the defense looks a little different, they'll look to the sideline for the play, which saves a lot of time if you're the offense. You can get that play in quicker and get the ball moving.
Well, the clock stops on the penalty. 4:16 to play here in the fourth quarter. 47-21. Minco on top. They give it to the Zapadri again, who puts his head down and breaks a couple of tackles and picks up the first down as he gets across the 35 up to the 33.
It might be short of the first down.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's just short of the
I guess
first
it was.
down.
There was a penalty involved there before. Yeah, he's going to be about 5 yards short. So Preston will stop the clock, call a timeout with 3:57 left. And it'll be second down and about 4 coming up.
Yeah, Preston. This will be Preston's last game this year. We can tell it's down 26 points, so it's going to be tough for him to come back on this one. But what a valiant effort the Indians have put up this year, though. I think they've played well.
Spoiler alert: if you don't want to hear what happened with Westside with their game coming up as soon as this one's over here tonight, turn your radio down for about 5 seconds, that way you don't hear the score. Westside was a winner, 22-0 over Ryrie tonight. And you can hear that game in its entirety coming up as soon as this one's over here tonight. 4:01 left here in quarter number 4. Minco leading handily, 47-21. Snap comes to Trinkle. He hands off inside as I believe that is Zampadri again. And he gets knocked around a couple of times, but finally able to drag him down. So Zampedri picks up maybe a yard. Third down and about 4 coming up here for Minco. As again the clock stops as Coach Thorson's trying to conserve as much time as he possibly can, and just always thinking on your feet.
Yeah, always. Yeah. Let's take them out of their rhythm, score another one, make it look respectable.
Look, anything can happen. I was at the 1980 Holiday Bowl in San Diego when Jim McMahon engineered the BYU offense to those 3 touchdowns in the last 3.5 minutes.
It's true. Yeah, I remember that Holiday Bowl.
Of course, I didn't see the end of it. We had left to go to dinner. That was the last game. I left early. I made an oath to myself that I would never leave another game early, and I haven't since. So third down and 5 coming up here. They send a couple of receivers left, single receiver right. Trinkle pitches to Chandler. Chandler's coming this way to the near side. He's going to be stacked up. It's going to be close. That guy, I think he's short.
Yeah, he's short.
It's going to bring up fourth down. A fourth down, and they still need about 2 yards. So 4th and 2 here. They can just go for it. If they turn the ball back over on downs, they can just let the clock continue to run. 3:25 to play left in the fourth quarter.
He's got to cross the 30-yard line, so he's about maybe 2 yards past the 30-yard line, so he's about 4 yards.
Trinkle. Chandler lines up out in the slot. Give it to Zempedri. He's not going to get there. Anywhere. He's stacked up. He's going nowhere. He's still trying to fight for yardage. But they got 3 guys got him by the ankles, and now hold on. Now flags coming in just because the whistles were blowing and Zempedri wouldn't stop on the play.
He wouldn't stop running, and the Preston wasn't going to let him go. So
right. If he's not going to give up, don't stop.
Right.
So the referee's trying to get together, and they'll call offsetting penalties here and make them play it over.
Yeah, I think they'll just wave it off.
As he was trying to dead ball foul, personal foul against Preston. What? And they,
what?
But he called a personal foul against Preston, and then pointed first down Preston. I don't quite understand what that was supposed to do.
Well, they're marking it off now.
Because it was dead ball after the play?
Yeah, I guess.
Well, if they're going to call a personal foul against the Indians, why don't you call one against Minco? Because the ball carrier wouldn't stop playing at the whistle.
Right.
That is another nonsense call by the Zebras. As Preston has it to try to get outside. I believe that's Iverson.
Yeah, Preston got the ball back because it was a dead ball foul after the fourth down, and he didn't make it. So that's why Preston gets the ball, but the 15 yards was marked off.
Harris actually the ball carrier. As Ty wants to throw, throws it down the sideline. There's Knapp out there again, right through his hands. This time he had a man right on him, playing pretty tight defense.
Yeah.
As he wasn't able to make the catch. As Estrada's down on the field. Estrada was the man on defense and landed flat on his face, and they're going to go at him like he's got a cramp in his leg. They're going to try to stretch him out. In fact, the trainer grabs him by both legs and drags him out of bounds. That's awesome. So Ty wants to throw again. He's going to roll right, pointing. Now throws it down the sidelines. It's going to be short as Knapp, because the ball was short, Knapp had no chance of getting to it.
Well,
incomplete again.
Knapp didn't want to interfere with the defensive player in front of him, so he ran a little bit deeper, and the ball dropped right down in front of him. So as long as you're looking at the ball and there's incidental contact, Knapp needs to just go right into it for the ball.
2.5 to play. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. 4th down and 8 officially. Ty wants to throw. Now throws underneath, and it's intercepted. As it's picked off, as coming back, as tackled at the 13-yard line, as the pass intercepted by 25 Boone Pierman. That's the first interception tonight against Hyde. Second turnover against the Indians.
That's his first interception of the night, which has been good. He's done well throwing, I think. I think the ball's been there on 90% of his throws, but we just haven't get the ball into the hands.
Yep. So
haven't been able to catch it.
1st and 10 for the Spartans. 2:19 to play. Preston has no timeouts left.
No, I don't know that they'll try for a touchdown here. I think they'll just kind of run it out.
As Trinkle puts his head down, runs forward into the crowd, gets maybe a yard. And that'll just start the clock and let it run here. So Brevin Trinkle picks up 1. 2:05 left in the game as the clock runs.
Yeah, they're just gonna try to keep the ball going or the clock running and go home with a win. 47-21, Minco. Well earned by Minco. Well fought by Preston.
Absolutely.
You just don't stop a Chandler that easy.
No, there's a reason why he's probably the best running back in the conference.
Exactly, probably in the state.
Could be.
I would put him up against just about anybody.
Trinkle, bad snap, able to knock it down, picks it up, pitches it outside as the pitch goes to Clayton Wilson, and Wilson's brought down from behind. He'll lose a couple of yards, but again the clock will run.
Yeah,
as it's down to 1:20 to play in the game.
Yeah, it was a good pitch by Trinkle to his man, even though they lost yardage on the play. But, they kept the clock running, didn't have to knee it down. 1:11 to go, 3rd down.
good pitch, but I tell you what, it was a better catch on the snap. That was headed about 4 feet over his head.
Yeah.
Freshman has pretty good hands.
Yeah, and some athleticism to go up and get it.
3rd down and 12. Inside handoff goes back to Zampedri. Gets up near the 10. He's going to be short of the first down. It'll bring up 4th down. They need to snap the ball one more time. There's 45 seconds to play.
And that'll give Preston the ball with about 10-15 seconds left.
And this has just got to be agonizing.
So, for good year for the Indians. The injury bug caught up with them in the last few weeks. It all started with when Scott got hurt here 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And things just kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah.
Trinkle will take the handoff. He'll pitch it outside. As coming here to the near side is Wilson trying to run to the corner. He'll get the first down. He's out of bounds at about the 2-yard line with 11 seconds left.
Yeah, that'll give them a first down. They just need to kneel this down. In fact, they got to stop the clock to move the chains up.
Right.
They'll just kneel this down.
He ran out of bounds, so the clock's not going to start until it's marked. Because he ran out of bounds. So the clock won't start.
There should be a flag here because they entered the field before the game was over. So
they just need to snap the ball, take a knee, and the game will be over.
Yeah.
As Minco will advance. And I had heard that Blackfoot was leading, so they'll be headed to Blackfoot coming up here next week. As they're trying to figure out what they're doing. Meanwhile, they're going to get a too much time penalty here. As they finally, the back judge, instead of throwing his flag, lets him snap it, and then they finally start the clock again. They stopped it for a second, and then the Minco Spartans are going to go on to win by the final score of 47-21. Good effort by the Indians. They come up a bit short. Nice congratulations to the Minco Spartans for the win here tonight. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with a quick wrap-up from Minco right after this.
Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, with Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all available right here in Preston. By Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care you'll find in all of the Cache Valley. By Stokes Market, True Value. By Rouse Construction, building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community of Preston. By Webb Funeral Home, just off Highway 91 at the south end of the city of Preston. By Valley Implement. By Preston Auto Parts CarQuest on State Street in downtown Preston. By Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. By Idaho Salvage, where you can turn your scrap metal into cash. By S&T Electric. And by MyLocalRadio.com. Now stay tuned for the postgame show. Coming right up.
We are Dairy West. That means we are milk people, family people, animal people, people people. We are environment-loving people, giving back people, job-creating people, and glass all the way full people. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
Are you looking for a different kind of spot for lunch, dinner, or to do catering for your next event? Then try the Island Bowl Grill inside Poppin' Pins right here in Preston. At Island Bowl Grill, they have the best Hawaiian fare in the area. The combination of teriyaki and Korean influences can only be described in one way: mouth-watering. Offering 3 different catering options, Island Bowl Grill can host your next party in-house at Poppin' Pins Bowling Center. You can pick up for takeout, or they can come right to your house and prepare the food on-site for your next party. What could be easier? Go to poppinpins.com for more information on Island Bowl Grill, or call 208-425-6128. Poppin' Pins Bowling Center, 411 South US Highway 91 in Preston.
When the time finally comes to deliver your new little one, the comforts of home are vital. Franklin County Medical Center understands, and that's why the new maternity suites are designed with a warm family atmosphere, spacious rooms complete with sleeping accommodations for your partner, and state-of-the-art birthing equipment. At Franklin County Medical Center, your new arrival will be welcomed into the world safely, and the expert staff will ensure you're relaxed and comfortable. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and excellence meet.
In Interviews, highlights, and analysis with the best in the business. Here we go. Others can talk about the game. Only one source can deliver the goods. And it can only be found right here on the Coach Gary Anderson Show on the Aggie Sports Network from Learfield IMG College.
The Coach Gary Anderson Show, live from Wingers in Logan, Thursday nights at 6 on FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
Across the FM airwaves, we're heard at 105.5. On the far-reaching AM dial, we're at 1340. And on the internet at mylocalradio.com. Wherever you find us, we are KACH, Preston, Smithfield.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tires scoreboard. Welcome back here. Postgame wrap-up here from Minco tonight as the Minco Spartans handle the Preston Indians fairly easily. Final score 47-21 here tonight. And John Slaughter, we talked about it ad nauseum here throughout the game. They never could figure out a way how to stop Ryland Chandler.
Yeah, and then he got the game way out of reach. When they were up by 32, 33 points, then it's tough for the Indians to come back on something like that, especially down down a few men. But I'm still proud of the Indians. They've done a great job. They've played hard all year long. They never gave up. So it was a great job by them.
They finished the year even 500, 5-5, which is still better than what they had been over several of the last few seasons with the five victories.
Sure.
So for the Indians, another good game for Ty Hyde throwing. Andrew Iverson with a good night running the ball as well for the Indians tonight. I had Iverson unofficially 21 carries for 161 and a touchdown. But very much the Chandler show, as Chandler unofficially on my sheet, 31 carries for 248 yards. So it was a good game, but like you said, Preston comes up a little bit short. And in the end, the injury bug over the last couple of weeks really caught up with them.
Yep, it really did. And so anyway, we wish the Spartans good luck.
Absolutely.
They're a good representative from this district, and we wish them the best of luck.
Yep, so they'll move on and play. I heard that Blackfoot was winning over Sandpoint, so it looks like they'll travel to Blackfoot coming up next week. That'll wrap up our broadcast here for tonight for Preston Indians football. The executive director of Preston Broadcasting Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator tonight is John Beverly. Our next broadcast comes up on the basketball court. The girls' basketball starts on November the 15th. The first boys' game will be on December the 3rd, and we will talk to you coming up then. For John Slaughter, I'm Dan Hubbard, reminding you of the final score as Minco beats Preston 47-21. And from here at Minco High School, I'm Dan Hubbard, wishing you a very pleasant good evening and a very pleasant good night, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.